What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Gambling Daily. It's Christmas Eve. There are no sports to bet on today, at least not from my system. So I wanted to talk and give you guys a little bit of a preview about my NCAA moneyline favorite system, which kicks off in January. Every year, I have a system that ranges from January to March, and I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up of what it is and see if it's something that you're interested in. And if it is, like, you'll know what's going on, and plus I'll be able to just point somebody to this video if someone has questions about what the heck I'm trying to do with this moneyline NCAA system. Okay, so I'm really awful at making up names for these systems, like in my Excel spreadsheets, it just says NCAA. But to try to give a fair representation of what this system actually is, it's an NCAA moneyline favorite system. This is where we take moneyline favorites, the ones that are just minus like 300 and, the heavy duty favorites. But I found a system and I found some long-term trends where we can make this actually a profitable venture. So let me jump into this. Hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you're here. I also have an Instagram account. So links in the description. Make sure you follow me there. I post updates all the time. Okay, so I started this system back in 2005. Well, I created the system back in 2004. But I implemented it in 2005, starting the very first bet I did was January 12th, 2005. So since 2005, I have a record of 1,546 wins, 758 losses. That's a winning percentage of 67.1%. Now, what's really important is how much have we won? So since 2005, I've won $12,066. That is without the progressive betting that I do now. So this is actually the first year I've started the progressive betting method. But prior to that, it was just a static $100 wager on every bet. My return on investment through all those, so for every bet I made, I received a return on investment of 5.2%. Okay, so the system has a ton of parameters, but I'm going to give you, let's see here, I'm going to give you a couple basic parameters that the system entails, and then the more statistical ones I'm going to keep to myself. That's more proprietary information. So as I mentioned before, the system starts in January and it goes through February and March. It's only for regular season NCAA basketball. We are focusing on conference games only. We're also focusing on the home teams, and we are focusing on favorites. So to give you guys a little idea of what to expect in the system and actually what I've done through the years, I wanted to give you the best and worst seasons. So the best season I ever had was in 2007. I went 118 wins and 46 losses. I made $2,281 strictly betting heavy favorites on the money line. That gave me a return on investment of 13.9%. So that's the good. Now here's the bad. So the worst season I've ever had was in 2006. So the year prior to the winning season, I went 92 wins, 53 losses, for a negative 3.8% ROI, which I lost $552 on the season. I have had a total of 12 winning seasons with this system, ranging all the way from the $2,200 to as little as just $100 for the season after all that work. And I've had 2 losing seasons, where the worst being minus 552, which I think the other losing season was right around the same amount. I think it was like 505, minus 505, something like that. So if you add up all the money I've won over the 14 seasons that I've been betting it, it's an average of $861 profit per year. Now, of course, obviously, we can have higher years and lower years. But I wanted to give you a fair representation of the history of my system. All right, so, and also to be completely transparent with you, and this is important, what are the downswings like? So, as you guys know, I promote 100 unit bankroll for all of my systems. This is no different. 100 unit bankroll, you have to have it or you're going to, in my opinion, you might not fail, but to me, I would fail because then the stress would eat me alive. And what I try to do is keep my life stress free. So here are the 3 largest downswings this system has had since the 2004/2005 season. We'll start off from least to worst downswing. All right, so number 3, the third worst downswing this system's ever had was in 2014. This was January 2nd. So the date range was January 2nd to January 12th. I lost $1,273 during that time frame. The second worst downswing this system has ever had was in 2017. I'm just looking at these numbers and I'm just remembering how frustrating it was. So 2017, January 21st through February 23rd, is a little more than a month. I lost $1,576 during that stretch. And then the worst downswing, now this one was the most frustrating because the downswing ended on the last day of the season. So, I was so high. I mean, I was making so much money that year, and then it just all went away at the end. So it was in 2015. The stretch was February 8th to March 7th. I lost $1,645 that season. Super frustrating. But of course, in 2016, it started climbing right away. But I mean, I was sitting on cloud 9 that season. It was on pace to be probably one of my most profitable seasons, but it didn't work out that way. So that is complete transparency for you guys. Other than the fact that I'm not giving away the secret sauce, so to speak, as far as the system. But if you have any questions, let me know down below. I'll try to answer them if I can, and make sure you subscribe and check out the Instagram account. I'm going to try to create a Discord if I can figure it out, or I just have so much stuff to do today. So, but we'll see if I can do that. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. I'll probably make another video because the kids and the wife aren't home, so I have time. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.